guys, welcome to the Usborn New Titles party. I gotta say, I've been very excited to show some of these to you guys. Some of them are sequels to books you guys already know and love, and some of them are brand spanking new. So many good books. I'm so excited for you guys to see them. So let's start with some of our favorites, which are the flap books. So one of the earliest flap books that we have is Goodnight Owl, which has felt flaps, and we came out with a Goodnight Cameleon. Same kind of thing. The flaps are felt. Flaps are really great for showing little titty bits of information so you don't just see a wall of words, which kids don't like to see, and it also makes it interactive, and that's the thing that keeps the kids coming back to the same book again. So early baby flap books, we've got Goodnight Owl and now Goodnight Cameleon. Isn't that adorable? And then the next level up of flap books is the Peek Inside series. We've already got a ton of Peek Insides, like Peek Inside the Zoo, Peek Inside Nighttime, Peek Inside the Garden, Peek Inside the Plane. So many of those already. And now we have Peek Inside a Beehive. We've got a lot of books with bugs and especially bees, so you can get an idea for the next generation of how important these little critters are to our whole civilization. The bee himself is a flap. So these generally have one flap per page. Some of them are nice big flaps like this one, meant for 2 to 3 year olds. And this is a new one, Peek Inside a Beehive. We do not have any new question and answers, but we do have a new flap book from the Look Inside series. So Look Inside is our 4 and 5 year old flap books, and here are some of the other ones. Look Inside Jobs, Look Inside Seas and Oceans is one of our favorites. Now we have a Look Inside Wild Weather. This is a question my daughter asks a lot about, and there is so much information in the Look Inside. This has 5 or 6 flaps per page, and it goes into storms and what causes them. This one has a nice big flap to talk about the forests and what was happening in Australia. All kinds of goodies in Look Inside Wild Weather. So Look Inside is the series that we're on right now. We really like Look Inside Space, but Look Inside Wild Weather is going to be a favorite, I believe, in my household. The next highest level of flap books is our See Inside series. These are for 7, 8, and 9 year olds, and you guys might remember See Inside a Museum. This was our newest before this next one, Atoms and Molecules, World of Shakespeare, How Things Work. These guys are at least 70 flaps in the book. So our newest one is See Inside Oceans. Just like Look Inside, it has extra information on the flaps, but it goes into really deep detail about the ocean and how it works and the ecology of the whole thing. This is a high level book. This is one you'll read with your kids and you'll learn something in the See Inside level. And every now and then you find a flap that's inside a flap. Oh my gosh, so exciting. So those are our flap books that are new. Peek Inside the Beehive is very, very exciting. We also have a offshoot of the Peek Inside series, which is our Peek Inside a Fairy Tale. You guys might remember Peek Inside Snow White, Peek Inside Beauty and the Beast, Peek Inside Jack and the Beanstalk, Peek Inside Little Mermaid, which was the newest, but now we've got Peek Inside the Elves and the Shoemaker. It's so pretty and colorful, the way you can look through to the next page. Who knew that putting little holes in a page would make it so beautiful? So again, meant for your 3, 4 year olds, only a few flaps. Mostly this one just has the little peek throughs, but it does have a couple of flaps. I love the Peek Inside fairy tales. My favorite is Beauty and the Beast, but there's even more that I haven't shown you. So another series that is a big favorite for those people who are thinking the flaps sound great, but I don't know if my kid's ready for a flap book. Maybe they haven't quite learned how to not go destructo on books. So that's why we came out with the My Very First series. The My Very First series, we have Space, Seas and Oceans, Body Book, Dinosaurs, and Outdoors, and now we have just added My Very First Science Book. What's great about these is very colorful, lots of little pieces of information, all the stuff you need to know about this particular topic. So that is from the My Very First series. It's a science book this time, and these are meant for 2, 3, 4, 5-year-olds. There's a lot of information. Okay, our best-selling, award-winning nonfiction series, Usborne Beginners, has a bunch of these little guys that have just nonfiction, like dinosaurs, dangerous animals, how flowers grow, lots of ones about different animals, and our newest one is otters, which just happens to be one of my very favorite things. There are 13 different types of otters. They all have long tails, little ears, and short legs. This is a Eurasian otter. It has very long whiskers on its face. About where otters live. Most types of otters mark places to show where they live. An otter rubs smells from its body onto logs, plants, and rocks. Oh. So it's got a combination of real life pictures and some drawn pictures to get an idea of the life of an otter. And like all of our Usborne Beginners, it has an index in the back, a glossary, and then a few other links that you can go to learn out more. And those are Usborne links that we keep up and keep all of the newest information on there. Sometimes it's hard to know where to go for information that's going to be age appropriate. Usborne's got you covered. Okay, let's see. What else do I have for you? We looked at that. Okay, let's look at some baby books. We're talking infant baby books. We have so far come out with some little crinkly pets. These guys have the crinkle to them. They're still in their little containers. The crinkle pets and the crinkle jungle. Now we have been trying to come out with some different types of tummy time books. Like this one is the Tummy Time Colors, a fold-out book. And you can put it in front of them, and maybe they're learning how to wiggle towards things. They're going to want to get their hands on this. And of course, fully edible, made of everything non-toxic, because we know they're going to put them in their mouths. So now our newest thing is our Woodland Tummy Time book. So you can actually set it up like this so that they can play with it like this, and it's got little flaps on it. Or you can leave it open, and it's got these little book in here. And of course this side has a mirror, because that's the most interesting thing in the world to a baby. So this is the Tummy Time series, and I am very excited because I'm always looking for things to get books into the hands of itty bitties. The other series of ours that you've probably heard of, even though you don't know you have, is the That's Not My series. For example, That's Not My Unicorn, That's Not My Flamingo. There's 50-something of these, and they're in a ton of different languages. So these are all touchy-feely books, and our newest one, That's Not My Narwhal. Everyone loves narwhals. That's not my narwhal. His flippers are too smooth. Ooh. That's not my narwhal. His tail is too rough. That's not my narwhal. Its eyes are too shiny. And you can find the little mouse on every page. That's not my narwhal. these are a big, big hit with all ages, because what's great is if you're buying for a baby who has a big sister, a big brother, these are very easy to memorize because they're repetitive and they have a nice beat to them. So then little sister can learn by watching big brother and big sister read it. I've got lots of videos of big siblings reading to little siblings from these. It's so cute. So That's Not My Narwhal is the newest That's Not My book, which is so exciting. And then we had a really beautiful story called Luna Loves Library Day, and I really, really liked it. So I'm very happy to announce that he has written another one, and it's Luna Loves Art. And this time Luna goes on a field trip to an art museum, and she's very excited, and she meets a new friend who's not so excited, and she doesn't understand why he's so grumpy, but she learns through the book what's going on with him. All right, brand new series. This is actually a matching game. We've got a bugs matching game and a dinosaur matching game and a sea animals matching game. They come with these little cards and you gotta match them up. So that's very exciting. We have a new music book, calming music book. These are the ones with the silver buttons. So it's got 4 different stories about people. Oh, look, otters. Trying to calm down their little babies. I like this one. Maybe I'll share a video of May May dancing around playing this music. She really likes those music books. Here is a new storybook called Fair Share. This one is about how sometimes it's hard to figure out what's fair. So everyone's trying to jump up and get the fruit off the tree, and the hare can't quite reach it, and the bear can't quite reach it. So they're trying to figure out what they're gonna do, and they decide we could stand on some chairs. But there's 3 chairs, and it wouldn't be fair if he gets 2 and he gets 1. And so they decide, okay, well, in that case, oh, this page is stuck. Well, that's unfortunate. They decide, okay, we just won't use this chair over here. But then, bear can reach, but the hare can't. Well, that's not fair. They both have the same number of chairs, but one's getting fruit and one's not. So the bug comes along to come up with a compromise. Fair share, very important. Superhero Baby is going to be a series about a baby that becomes a superhero, and she's got a super baby nemesis. And Lights Out Leonard right here is about a little boy who's afraid of the dark, and in the end he learns how to defeat monsters with a 5 checklist that he has to have in order to scare the monsters away. Number 1 is minty breath. Monsters hate minty breath. So I'll let you get the book so you can find out what the other 4 things are to keep monsters out. We have a new 4-book series called Vlad, the Worst Vampire. This is a Hotel Transylvania meets Diary of a Wimpy Kid. I'm very excited to read this one. And we have got another one of our workbooks, the Unworry book. This isn't a sequel from Be Happy, Be the Change, Make It Happen, all of the different books that are about mindfulness. So this is our new one called the Unworry book, and there's all kinds of work you can do in here to unworry and unhurry your mind. These are a really big hit with those kiddos that are having a hard time with processing everything that's happening in the world right now. They've been awarded all kinds of awards for these books. So the Unworry book is the newest one. We have The Amazing Discoveries of 100 Brilliant Scientists. Let's see. We've got DNA being discovered. We've got genes. We've got, oh my goodness, now I want to read this. Oh, there she is, Madame Curie. I knew she had to be in there. All of these different discoveries and different scientists. So that is going to be so fun. We have got a Getting Started with Science from our Usborne STEM series. All of these different things that you can do to learn and to get ready to be a scientist. So fun, right? Getting started with science. And then in our understanding series, like understanding money and understanding politics and government, we just came out with understanding economics, which is actually what I majored in. So there's all kinds of interesting thought processes that they put you through. Custom-made chair is $300. Mass-produced chair is $30. So why is that? Markets, macroeconomics, measurements, governments, unemployment, international trade, all in here. Understanding economics. This is a really great series, you guys. It really explains it in a way that's real and tactile, that they can understand how it applies in their life today. Okay, I think that's everything. There's also going to be a few other ones that you'll learn about tonight, but those are the ones I have on hand to show you. Stay tuned.